Hello ladies and gentlemen, I've got a notification we're live. I'm just going to check we are live on the channel. Yes we are. So just bear with me while I do my chat bits. Perfect, okay. So I'm testing out the high quality mode on the stream, so let me know if it's better quality. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just get us on track and we'll watch a couple of the guys go around. First question is what's live blade. Top 4 fish light blade 6. Alright, sorry, I'm just getting links pasted around all over the place. We are live. Okay, so right, let's have a look. Burntfry, how are you, my man? Are you racing tonight? Are you? I've not seen you. Let me turn my keyboard controls on. Let's get some race info on. Keyboards, perfect. Ah, there you are. There you are. Yeah, you are racing tonight. Yeah, so anyway, standard intro time, I guess. So we are live at Brands Hatch GP circuit with the NGR VW Cup. This is the final race of season 15, so I think it has been mathematically won by Fraser, aka this guy. So stick around at the end of the race, we'll be doing an interview with Fraser, where we'll be posing a few questions to him and just basically having a little bit of a chat to see how the season's gone for him. But he's mathematically won this, but there is still hot contention for a lot of the seats behind him. These boys love a close race as well, so do expect to see that going off, as we just see Joanna going grass cutting flymo mode. So we've got a lot of the regulars in tonight. As you can see, currently 8 drivers in the room, but we do normally get 1 or 2 more arrive late. Saxo does sometimes race this time. Let's have a look. JPH99, thank you very much for the shout out, mate. Appreciate that. I'm alright today, mate. Yeah, I'm alright. I wanted to get on a little bit earlier, so I could do a few laps and just see what the car felt like. But alas, I've not made it in time. So championship standings, I guess, while we wait. Let's just go through that. So we are top of the championship. He's F124YS, aka Fraser, but second is Fourfish. Third currently is Lightblade, who has missed a couple of rounds, so I only think what this guy could have done had he have shown up for every race. Saxo, same. KZ2 Haas, one of my drivers of the season, to be fair, is really impressed in this series. JPH99 has always been in the mix whenever he's been able to make it. Joanna resides in 7th at the minute, with Big Z in 8th. Burntfry 9th, who's not made it to a lot of these races, but we do know he likes to get involved in the battles at the front as well. And the Les occupies 10th spot. Who are we waiting for? So we have a little bit of a group chat going on. I'm just seeing if there's anything in there. No, there isn't. Any comments? Do you have a chance to get Paul, mate? So yeah, what Burntfire is sort of hinting at in the comments, as Lightblade sticks in a 127.0 and promptly goes off-roading, is the top 4 tonight aren't eligible for qualifying. So they're going to have to basically just sit it out in the pits. So the top 4 in the championship, as I've read out to you, are Fraser F124YS, Fourfish, who's this guy, Lightblade, who's this guy, and Saxo, who isn't in the room at the minute, can't qualify. So they'll be starting at the back of the grid tonight. They of course will then have 20 minutes to fight their way through the field. Brands Hatch is a circuit you can overtake on. We'll do a little bit of a lap, I guess. In fact, no, we'll wait until qualifying, because knowing my luck, they'll start qualifying just as soon as I get a lap going. So we'll wait. We'll wait for that. So we are just waiting for the host to get qualifying underway. So we've got 10 minutes of qualifying coming up for you, due to start any minute. We will then go straight into a 20-minute race. And then that's it. That's season 15 done, dusted and out of the way. The winner of the championship, F124YS, would then be eligible for the Next Gen Racing Race of Winners, which we don't have a date for yet, but that'll be pending the date being agreeable for me. I'll be doing commentary over that. As always, joined by Dark Smoker, so there'll be dual commentary, sort of like Brundle and Crofty all over again. Of course, anyone that's tuned into the Monday Night Minis knows what our joint commentary is like. It's mainly just slagging off Burntfire. JPH99, evening, how are you? Can't get hold of Saxo. He's notorious for turning up late, Greenie. Always his last of the late turn up. Is he? He might be up doing the update. So GT Sport had a update today. Always affects the Saxo race for some reason. Always releases on a Wednesday night. So these boys have to set the PlayStations going early morning to get the 7-hour long update installed. The update this time added a few new cars, a time trial challenge that I won't be going anywhere. I might buy it, but I won't go anywhere near his times, because the guy's a 6-time Formula 1 world champion and I'm some pleb. So I'll not get close to his times. Probably they don't. Yeah, anyway, so that's it. So we are just waiting for a few more, I think. Les is also, yeah, we're missing the Les. Shout out from Rock the Chief, representing Boyd Transport. If JPH99 was on track, which he is, he's on track now. So let's just talk about JPH99 a sec. So what I'll do is I'll throw a link to his channel in the description below. So in fact we'll stick with JPH99 as qualifying gets underway. I'll just see if my tea is of drinkable temperature, which it probably isn't. No, that was a mistake. I'll leave that. No tea until after qualifying. Okay, so the boys will have 10 minutes to set quali laps. You will notice a couple of them will have to stay in the pits. Alright, yeah. So, as I was saying, while they're on the out laps, it's a good time to do so. You'll notice JPH99 has a unique livery, which is all about Boyd Transport. He partnered up with Boyd Transport VTC Motorsport for everything to do with GT Sport. So they basically do all sim trucking on PC. So they sort of do have a motorsport team in, which have 2 drivers in our racing. Jordan races with them for GT Sport, and they've timely delivered Jordan's tyres and supplies to the track today. So you can't see it on the camera, but there's a massive Gret truck with Boyd Transport that's been driven down with all the tyres and stuff in it there. So that explains that livery. There's a few other questionable ones. Straight to this one, which is slightly less professional, but all be a while. Burntfire is sponsored by Tits and Chicken, aka Hooers. Yeah, starting now, really. Cheers. Lovely. So 10 minutes qualifying then. Let's go on board with Burntfire and do a bit of a lap of Brands Hatch. because real life circuit, very famous. If you haven't heard of Brands Hatch, then you obviously must be new to racing, but it's a very iconic circuit. So coming down into Paddock Hill, it's almost an off-camber right. These cars having all the weight at the front, it does want to understeer. So you do need to be very careful as to how you get on the power. Coming through Druids, this is where a lot of the overtakes, can be done. Good exit here is crucial because you can carry a lot of speed through Graham Hill Bend. Use and abuse the curbs to your power, but do not run wide on the right. Hardest corner on the circuit now. Surtees, a almost double apex tightening left-hander. You really don't want to one ride here because there isn't a lot of room on the outer sides. You'll be facing into the wall head first. Then the longest straight down Hawthorne Hill. Hawthorne almost flat in these cars, a little bit of a lift. Feel the grip coming and then plant your foot. You're then down into Westfield, which turns into Dingle Dell pretty much straight away. And then Sheen Curve, where a lot of incidents happen because people overcook it. It's a blind entry, so we're on the roof of this car, we can just about see it, but those drivers in the cockpit can't. Coming down to finish the lap then, as you come out of Stirling's, heading down towards Clearway under the Advan Bridge. The Clark Curve is one of the most difficult corners on track. On the basis of this dictates your entire lap. The Les has just joined, so I don't know whether Green is going to do anything about that to get him in the race. But Burnt Fry gets us underway over 1:28.0, which isn't a bad lap, but I think the pole time's going to be in the 1:27s. Joanna puts 1:28.2 on the board just behind him. JPH 99 a 1:28.8. Not a bad opener, but it does look like he was in a little bit of traffic. Next across the line is going to be KZ2 Haas. A driver that has massively impressed over recent weeks, and we'll see what he can deliver tonight. He's going to set a 1:28.7, which is good enough for third at the minute, but do expect him to go a little bit quicker than that. Biggs is next across the line then to set his qualifying time. He's going to pump in a 1:28.9, so just behind JPH 99 in fifth. That does push Greener Army down a little bit. And the last one to set a first lap time is going to be Shadow Stalker DPS. Okay. Right then, so that's everyone set a time. Of course, you see these boys sat in the pits. They will literally just be getting frustrated sat in there, not being able to do anything. As we hear someone go pinging off in the background, that's Joanna. I think I've seen them off track more than on, unfortunately, so far. So one sort of important thing I think a lot of people who watch sim racing might pick out 1:27.6 for Burnt Fry. That's a damn good lap, mate. Finally got a good lap. We'll stick on board with JPH 99. He doesn't improve his time. Yeah, a lot of people who do sim racing and know about sim racing might sort of be wondering, well, these guys are just hammering it, there's no strategy. Well, it doesn't have to be. The pure nature of the Sirocco Cup is that it has no tyre wear allocated to it, no fuel depletion. The cars are all exactly the same, so it's a spec series essentially, and it purely comes down to driver skill. It's very easy to assign sort of tyre wear and stuff into it, and then you would get strategy. As Biggsy sets a really nice time on 1:28.5, just 9/10 off the pole time currently. Yeah, it's very easy to sort of do that sort of stuff, but you know, it kind of takes a lot of the fun out of it for these boys. I think one of the things I do quite like about this series is it's aimed at someone who can just get in and do a few laps. So Joanna's someone who's hopefully on better time. He is purple in the second sector. He gets a really good exit out of Stirling's, and hopefully if he can nail Clark Curve, we might see Joanna pip Burnt Fry's time. So 3.5 minutes left of the session roughly, and Joanna sticks in a 1:27.6. That's just quicker than Burnt Fry's time. Meanwhile, JPH 99 does improve, shaves 7/10 of his previous time, so he's stayed in third but massively improved his time. So Biggsy's got a big task now, and he's currently not on an improved lap. He's got to find another 4 temps out of somewhere. KZ2 coming up to finish his lap, he's got a 1:28.7 to improve on. Currently occupying the third row of the grids and doesn't manage to improve, does come close though, so he's showing consistently. I can get my words out. So Burntfire's on off somewhere. JPX99 is setting purple sectors. Let's just have a quick flick at the timing screen. So yeah, Burntfire's lost time somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, so Burntfire's actually gone purple in that sector, so he's on a good time. Let's see what he manages to pump in then. Burntfire currently has a 1:27.6 to beat. Can he go any faster? He can. A 1:27.4 for Burntfire. Tops Joanna's time by 2 temps. Very, very impressive stuff. Just flick this on. For some reason my buttons aren't working. Never mind. Alright then, so I think that's pretty much all the laps done. So anyone that now crosses the line will have set their final times. So Green Army put a 1:31.4 in. Of course Fraser's now out the pits, just parked up. Who's next across the line? KZ2 Hasser. He does improve, takes 3 temps off his time. Pips Biggsy. Can Biggsy reply with anything? No, unfortunately that's not good enough for this moment in time. Is Burntfire on a hot lap? So it'll be him and Joanna tossing it out for top spot. They will just come over the line in order. Let's just see who's next. So next one's going to be Shadow Stalker DBS. He's got a big gap to Biggsy ahead, and he does improve and closes that gap, but it's not enough to pip him. Burntfire, can he solidify his pole position? 1:27.4. No, doesn't improve Joanna. Then it's all on Joanna's shoulders. It's all on this lap. Got to find 2 temps. Does he find 2 temps? I'm afraid he doesn't. He actually lost time there somewhere. JPX99, I think he's just abandoned that lap. KZ2 Hassler taking all the liberties with the curbs on his final qualifying lap. He is 600ths of a second quicker. He's got to have a mighty final sector in order to overhaul JPX99. Let's have a look. Can he do it? He improves, but it's not enough, I'm afraid. Biggsy overhaul KZ2 Haas. No, that's not good enough either. So that's pretty much your grid then, ladies and gents. Burntfire solidifies a nice pole position. Joanna in second alongside. We'll get confirmation of those results in just a second. I need to charge my phone. Yeah, it's a shame you can't get in this one, Mad Marshall, but I understand your reasons for not being able to come in. Everyone get on track. Everyone is on track. Yeah, Fraser, how are you finding our racing, mate? Burntfire 1:27.0 right at the end. Does improve his time. I didn't know he had enough time to get another one in. 1:27.0. 6 temps faster than Joanna. That, mate, I'm gonna be honest, that's impressive. If you can knock that sort of pace together in the race, Fraser's gonna have a hard job catching you. Okay, just checking notifications. I think we're all good. Alright, ready to go. So I mean, I ain't got a PC. Otherwise, to be fair, I'd probably have a smash hit it, mate, if I had a decent enough PC. My PC can't even handle a half decent X-rated video, mate. So playing a fully blown racing sim is not going to go down too well. Can't justify buying one either just for that. So there's the grid. Of course, we'll see it again in just a second's time. So we've got 10 drivers tonight. It's quite a tight, twisty circuit. Not a fat lot of chance in overtaking. So it will just be a case of everyone keeping it clean on the first lap. I have got my finger over the replay marker button. So Bert Fry's going to get us underway in his Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, and I think it's Maria Sharapova stuck on the front of his car. Hooter's vehicle. Can everyone get away cleanly? One characteristic of Brandhatch is you start on a cambered surface, so all the cars do want to understeer out wide. Let's have a look. Does everyone get away cleanly? Everyone does. Up into Druids for the first time then. JPH99 looking to mount an attack, gets a couple of places made up on the start already. That's a great start by JPH. Might go back and have a look at that. So yeah, JPH just went up the inside of about 4 cars. That's a great start by him. Keeps second place. KZ2 has filtering in third. Join after losing out a couple of places now, just trying to consolidate fourth and hang on to the guys up ahead. Lightblade already making moves through the field, followed by Fraser and Fourfish. So Lightblade's going to be trying to mount an attack on Bigsy. I think it's better with going for a move right at this part of the circuit then, as we're coming into the part of the circuit where, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see quite a few off. Joanna then had a bit of a moment and had to let Bigsy through. Bigsy then does run it wide. JPX99 up ahead did the same thing. Bigsy gives up his spot to Lightblade. Lightblade through into 4th now. Fraser's just simply trying to follow him through, currently in 7th position. Trying to follow KZ2 Haas through, but Bigsy is battling that one round on the outside. He's probably going to get the toe as well, but Fraser's going to have the shorter line. The top 4 almost separating away from this little battle that's happening for 5th place. Fraser looks to send the move down the inside, coming up into Druids, gets a really nice run out of there, but Fourfish did the same thing, so Bigsy's going to have a job on defending to all this. Fourfish throws on the inside of KZ2 Haas as well, a little bit of door banging, but that's okay. We don't mind a little bit of door banging. Fraser's massively benefited from that. Lightblade's just up the road, and Lightblade will be hoping that Fourfish can keep Fraser busy for a couple of laps to enable him to get past Joanna and mount an attack on Bert Fry and JPH up ahead. Bert Fry though starting to run away from this one a little bit. JPH99 having to defend to Joanna on the inside. Joanna would be very brave to make a move, mate, around the outside, but he's got that one done. Brilliant move by Joanna. JPH is going to keep it stuck on the inside. There is a little bit of contact there. There's Lightblade down, mounts an attack on JPH because he didn't get a great run out of that corner. JPH having to defend to the inside. Lightblade has to go around the outside. Very fierce defending from all these guys. We've seen Fraser go off wide there a little bit of contact going on early doors in this race, but this is probably one of the narrowest tracks on the calendar. You've got to anticipate a little bit of door banging going on with these boys, to be brutally honest with you. Now let's just go on board with KZ2 because he's got a great view of all this battling that's happening ahead, and I'm just going to take a sip of my tea because my throat is in bits. He's just got it all wrong. That's going to let these boys up, and KZ2 thought about the opportunistic move up into Druids, but thought better of it. Fourfish just came back off the brakes again. As we see now, Fraser up into 4th. Let's just jump on board with him, see what sort of view he's got. Lightblade looking at the inside of JPH. If you get a really good run out of here, you can make moves happen at the bottom of the hill, and that's the tactic that Lightblade's been going for. Just 3 attempts into the gap now. See the car streaming down. A long drop. See Joanna then just getting a little bit wrong on the grass. Any battles going on. Try this KZ2 Haas versus Bigsy. Shadow stuck running that with green around the intent fight. This minute in time, 15 minutes to go of this one. Burntfire's pulled out a 4-second lead now. Lightblade has mounted an attack on JPH. I've replay marked that. We can go back and have a look at that and just see what happened. Let's jump on board with JPH into Clark Curve. JPH is just going to hang his testicles out on the line and try and make a move, work around the outside, but unfortunately Lightblade saw that one coming. This though has enabled Fraser to catch up. So Fraser now will send one down the inside. JPX does give him the room in fairness. Didn't really fight that one too much, but I think Fraser got his entry a little bit wrong and had to back out of the move. Fraser then, by doing that, has let Fourfish catch up, and Joanna's just off the back of those. KZ2 Haas and Bigsy still having their little battle. Burntfire though, he's just extending his lead now. Lightblade is holding up JPH. Well, I say holding up, they're having a good old battle, and that is letting Burntfire get away. As we say that, JPH has just got a little bit longer out of Surtees. It's going to affect his speed coming down the long straight. Jump on board with Fraser. JPH just parks his car defensive. Fraser's going to have to be a big boy and go around the outside. JPH doesn't shut the door on him, does give him the space. But at the same point, is about to be bullied into a move. This is letting Joanna and Fourfish back into the fray now, though. So if we just jump on board with Fourfish, he does get it a little bit wrong. So does Fraser up ahead. Nice close racing between all these guys once again. You see the liveries on these cars. A lot of these boys make them themselves. You're not assigned liveries in this league. You can just make whatever you need. So if you've got sponsors, you run the sponsors. Lovely defensive move there by JPX99. Of course, in the Boy Transport livery. The livery that you see on Fraser's car is a tribute to Anton Hubert, who did tragically lose his life this year in an incident at a GP2 race at Spa-Francorchamps. Fraser was one of the drivers involved in a tribute to him on the game. I know we're sim racers, but we are real life motorsport fans as well. So when stuff like this does sort of happen, you will notice that they do this sort of thing. So this is looking back from JPX99. The problem that JPX has got now is he's got to think more about the cars behind than attacking the car in front, and that is letting Lightblade escape a little bit. Lightblade is now 1.9 seconds up the road, whereas this time last lap he was pretty much on his tail. This time JPH has got to think about the marauding Fraser Smith behind him, our champ of course, who we will be speaking to after the race. I've just seen a message pop up. I'm afraid I can't answer that one right now. I don't know if you're watching the stream, Pit Lane Jamie, but the race has started, so unfortunately you won't be able to enter this one at this time. Let's check how this battle's going on. Bigsy versus KZ2 Haas looks to have simmered off a tiny bit. The battle is here, so this is what we're watching. JPH99, F124YS, Joanna, 1408 and Fourfish all battling for the final podium spot. JPH has managed to reel Lightblade in, so whether Lightblade's made a mistake, I wouldn't say so, because Lightblade's actually pulled Burntfire in a little bit as well. Burntfire is on for a win here if he can keep his nose clean. We're pretty much halfway through the race. Alright, so Lightblade has managed to escape the clutches of JPX for the last few laps, but he is gaining back in on him now. Whether Fraser's taken the approach of let's just work together now, it would probably be a little bit more sensible than battling every single lap, because all that's been doing is letting the boys ahead and escape. JPH and Fraser seem pretty evenly matched at this minute in time, so it would just make tons more sense for them to work together, not battle each other into corners, slipstream each other up the straights if they need to. And then they can do the battle in another 5 minutes or so once that gap is reduced to the guys ahead. Meanwhile, Fourfish has got the better of Joanna, and Joanna is now down into 6th. KZ2 has some Bigsy. We cut to these boys at the right time. Looks like Bigsy is going to go make a move down into turn 1. KZ2 has looks to have gone a little bit wide there. Bigsy's took the inside line in his OnlyFans liveried car. Mentioned that a few times on the stream, I think, but probably just free advertising for one of his favourites. I think there you go, a little bit of free advertising for you about that to a handful of people on the internet. Never mind. Right, let's catch up with action. So, Bertfire 6.3 second gap to Lightblade. I mean, so he's got a 1.4 second gap to JPX99, but him and Fraser are going to have some ding dong, so this is worth sticking with for just a second. Looks like Fraser got a better run out of 30s than JPX99 did, and he's going to be a big boy and hand it round the outside. They keep it clean. Fourfish though is all over the back of them. As soon as these guys start fighting, Fourfish smells a meal and is right on him. 10 minutes left to go. JPX99 is defending valiantly to these boys behind him though. But again, you notice that Lightblade can just pull away as soon as these guys start fighting for position. I think Fraser's quite eager to get ahead and launch an attack. Great move there by Fraser if he manages to get that one made. That's why he's our current champ, because he can make moves like that happen. Is Fourfish going to try and fly up the inside as well? JPX just parks his car in the right spot to make sure that doesn't happen, but he has been hung out to dry a little bit. Unfortunately, that's going to lose him a few spots because Fourfish and Joanna have made it through as well. We will go back and have a look at that and just see what happened. So we're on board with JPX99. Fraser is just to our right hand side. Just wasn't enough room to come back. I didn't hear any contact or see of anything. Purely racing incident, but the good thing for JPX99 is he's still got 8 minutes to go and he's not out of this fight yet. So, yeah, right, give my voice a break for a second then. So Bertfire then, doing a good job up there. Running away in first position on the 8th lap. Lightblade has managed to break away from Fraser, but now importantly Fraser's past the battles behind him. He can hopefully just get his toe down now and get that gap reduced. So 2.4 seconds is the gap to Lightblade. Let's check back on that soon and see if that reduces. So we've just covered the guys behind as well. Bigsy, as we saw, made that move on KZ2 House a couple of laps ago. We see Shadow Stalker going cut in the grass, and Green Army is gone to the beach. So things have simmered down a tiny bit, and when I say a tiny bit, this is what tends to happen in the Siroccos. You have these little groups that faction off, and this is one of them that we're looking at right now. I don't know if a switch flicks in the head, but about this point in the race to go, alright, let's just get on with it, and then it gets to the last 4 minutes and all hell breaks loose again. So we'll see if that happens today. This is the final, of course. There are genuine points and positions up for grabs today. The way the Sirocco Cup works is we take their drop scores into account. Did John take his bucket and spade with him? I think his inflatable unicorn's there with him, mate, but I don't think anything else is. Chart loaded up, there we go, so I can see the chart. Awesome. Right, so it looks to me like Fourfish and Joanna are getting nice and tight. So Joanna has this view behind him and that view ahead of him, so pretty equal in terms of car spacing. Looks to get it a little bit wrong. Clark curve though, can JPX take advantage? No, he cannot. Bertfire though, he's just pulling away now. 8 seconds the gap. I said I'd keep an eye on the gap between Lightblade and Fraser. That's tumbled by nearly 2 seconds in the last lap or so, and Fraser's now going to be in full bore attack mode, chasing Lightblade down for second. I think it would take a Herculean effort to catch Bertfire, but a second step on the podium from right at the back of the grid would certainly be a big achievement for him. So you can just hear how balanced Fraser's throttle inputs are through Surtees. These cars are turbocharged, of course, so keeping the cars on boost by a partial throttle is one of the secrets to a really good lap. So coming fully off the throttle, I mean, you've got a little bit of turbo lag when the car spools up again. So if you can keep partial throttle on through the corner, it means that your car will accelerate just that tiny bit more. And it is barely noticeable, but I drive a GT3 BMW M6. It's got a turbocharger the size of Wales on it, and when that thing doesn't spool up, you know about it. So Fraser's going off-roading in an effort to get past Lightblade then. We have seen Lightblade can defend a move, he can defend a position really well. So looking back from Lightblade's car, I expect to see him reel over. Yes, he does. Fraser loves the switchback though, so what he'll do is he'll just dip to the inside and get a really good run out going up to Druids. I think Lightblade's preempted that though. A little bit of contact between these guys. I think Lightblade got the door shut just in time. Fraser's attempt at that move was probably a little bit opportunistic, but you've got to go for these things. Fraser is someone who lines a move up, so what you'll see him doing is just getting in the way. That's kind of to put his opponent off, but he loves the switchback, so I'll brake a little bit early and I'll go for the better run out now. So now we will just get him on pure drive. Lightblade's going to make him do it the hard way though, forces him onto the grass a little bit. As Fraser got the balls to make it around the outside, he backs out on that one. You hear me gulping it, so I'm just drinking this tea before it goes cold. Looking at the map, there's no other battles on track really, this is what we need to be watching. There we go, so both of these guys pushing to the absolute limit. 4 minutes left, so just a handful more laps to go. Fraser will have been watching Lightblade's driving for a couple of laps and will have been trying to work out where the best place to make a move is going to be. You can set a move up here, so you see Fraser goes really wide. He's then going to cut back in and try and get a better drive out on Lightblade. Decides to go around the outside this time, so potentially not looking to set a move up here. Just get a move done into Graham Hill. Lovely move there by Fraser, just about got it done. Lightblade defended that just about as much. But a message from Mad Marshall Fraser is the black stuff's for you and the green stuff ain't. Unless you're a lawnmower or something. Let's go back and have another look at that move from Fraser's perspective. So obviously hung it around the outside of Druids, then had the inside line going into Graham Hill. Lightblade tried to almost push him off the circuit. Fairly, of course you can do that as long as you leave racing room, that's okay. What Lightblade did was perfectly acceptable because Fraser had enough room to move. But that's Fraser up and out into second place. 10 seconds to burn fry, and he's got 2 minutes to reduce that. I know Fraser's good, but I don't know if he's that good. JPX99 somewhere along the line has managed to get past Joanna up into 5th. He's got 3 seconds to make up to 4th-ish up ahead. Of course Joanna won't let that position rest easy. KZ2 Haas has managed to get past Big Z, so that's a move I didn't see happen anywhere. Let me just go all the way back in the replay archives and see if I caught it. No, I did not. It was not on any replay archive. So unfortunately we didn't see that move there. KZ2, to apologise, sometimes we always end up missing something pretty epic in these, as we've just seen Lightblade go wide. Just manages to get that defended in time for 4th-ish coming back. JPX99 and Joanna still embroiled a little bit of a fight. I've raced with some of these lot quite a lot, so I've raced with Burnt Fry loads. Smashed him up in a GT3 championship once. Fraser, I've raced him a couple of times, although he's almost eternally been quicker than me. I've raced Lightblade once or twice as well, I think in just online lobbies, but I've raced Joanna a lot as well, and I'll say Joanna doesn't throw moves around that he's not entitled to, so he's quite a measured racer. He will figure out where he's quicker, and that's where he'll make his move. He's quite happy just to sit in position for parts of the track he doesn't feel he can make a move on. So Lightblade has managed to keep Fraser in his sights, but at the same point Fourfish hasn't let him go either. JPH and Joanna battling for the last few laps hasn't helped, because they're now dropping back from that battle ahead, so JPH now just has to consolidate 5th position as they enter the last lap of the race. Big Z and KZ2 has a little bit of a gap between them now. Shadowstoke is still running in 9th, Green Army in 10th. But we are now on the last lap of the race, so as long as Burnfire can keep it on the black stuff, this race is his. The last podium position is very much still up for grabs though. Fourfish versus Lightblade is going to be the story of the last lap, I think. And of course we'll see if JPH can continue to fend off Joanna. We did just see one of these boys go wide there. Commentator's curse. Or was it? No, Fourfish managed to keep that. So we'll cover the boys as we go over. A lot of close battling going on, so we'll see how this unfolds. But coming around Clark Curve now to take the season finale win is NGR Burnfire in the racing for Motorsport Hooters. Good race for Burnfire, finished with a 10.5 second gap. F124YS, don't forget he started at the back of the damn grid. Brings home seconds in the last race and the championship win. Fourfish just pips Lightblade to the line for the last podium position. JPH managed to keep Joanna at bay for 5th. KZ2 Haas, after getting back past Big Z, brings it in for 7th position, providing he can keep it on the track for Clark Curve. Yes, he can. And Big Z's gone off-roading. There we go, love it Big Z. And Shadowstoke is going to bring home 9th. And Greener Army brings home 10th position. So, ladies and gents, that has been your NGR VW Cup Season 15. We've had 12 races, pretty much every single one of them we've had some pretty epic battling throughout it. Stick around because we're going to be having a little bit of a chat with the champ. So we're going to be speaking to Fraser Smith in just a minute's time to congratulate him on his season championship win. If you're in the comments, of course, and you want to ask the champ anything, get your questions asked and answered live on air, please throw your questions in the comments below, and then we'll be sure to go through them. Okay, so I'm just going to give you guys a blue screen a sec. And the reason I'm doing this, I've got to open up a private party so that Fraser can join. Because if I open up a public party, all my mates will jump in and start calling me a dickhead. So I don't want to do that. That actually happened in a stream I did with Dark Smoker. Those are random people that kept joining. F12. Right, Fraser, I've sent you a party chat invite. Feel free to join whenever you are able. Okay. For some reason my stream's been a bit of a knobhead. John, I had to read your comment twice, mate. Clock will be in the post. That could easily be misinterpreted as something else. Welcome to the champ! Champ! Yeah, turn my stream down in background. I can just hear my stupid accent. I'm good, mate. How are you? Sweaty after that one, or? Yeah, well, I've noticed your comment about your overtake on JPX99. So tell me about that one, because it looked like you were struggling to get that move made. Yeah. Clark. Yeah. Oh wait, 1 minute. 1 minute. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. So just do me a favour. Go into your party options. So jump into the party, and then you will have a audio sharing option. So, yep, into options menu, and then you'll see audio. Oh wait, 1 minute. You might have to go into your generic. Yeah. Sorry, boys and girls. That's the one. Yep. So do that. I'm just going to turn the volume up on my streamer. So that's the one. Yep. So do that. Let me just mute a sec. Right, if you wouldn't mind just saying something. No, mate, nothing. You're deaf. Right. Let me just check. No, mate, nothing. You're deaf. Right.
Let's try this again. Chat audio. No. No, I've definitely got it to always allow.
Oh wait, can I hear you now?
Any good?
Yeah, can I hear you now. Right, sorry.
Right then.
Sorry about that, ladies and gents. We're back in the room with the champ then. So we were having a little bit of a conversation before you boys and girls on stream told me that you couldn't hear me. So we have currently got 7 people still watching this. So thank you very much for sticking around. We've got that one fixed. So yeah, Fraser, we'll just restart then. So your nemesis in that race, as you sort of said when they couldn't hear you, was JPX99.
That's it, same as Suzuka.
Well, I noticed in that race that you had a bit of a fight on getting by him. So I was just eager to hear your thoughts on what was going through your head when you sort of came up to him, and how did you go about getting that move made?
Yeah, so basically he just knew exactly where to defend, and then coming into Clark, I got a good run on him coming out of there, and managed to get a little gap on the right hand side. So I was up the right hand side for the last corner. Going into Paddock Hill, I was up the inside then. He decided to stick it on the outside. Fair enough. I just got a bit of understeer. I ran out a bit wide. Like I said, I was trying to leave the room for him, but I think he ran out of space. So my apologies. Yeah. Like I say, he's very brave hanging it around the outside there anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, we saw it on stream. I didn't hear any contact or anything like that, and but obviously, these things will happen. We did have a few questions, and through the week, mate, I've had PMs from people wanting to ask questions, so we'll run through a couple of those. This one that I've had, you've kind of answered it already, but if the answer is the same, I'd sort of like you to expand on your second choice for this one too. Who's been your biggest rival this season, and sort of why?
Right. I mean, Saxo's always been there. He coming into this, well, it's the first time I've raced him in a while. And when I raced him, when I used to have a controller in the Focus Cup, he was pretty much untouchable. So I thought, right, I'm gonna have my work cut out this season. And yeah, he was always there. Lightblade really came on the last few races. I think if he was on that same pace all season, then he'd have been a serious threat.
He's probably been my driver of the season, Lightblade, for that pretty much reason. Like I mean, I've not really given it much thought, but I think for what you said there, like his pace over the season has just improved so much.
Yeah, massively. So, yeah. If he was like that all season, then yeah, we'd have had a.
You'd have had a proper fight on your hands. Yeah, you'd have had a proper fight on your hands.
That's it. And then obviously Jordan in the burnt fry Jordan. He's always, whenever he's there, he's always quick. That's it. And then Jordan Hardin. Whenever we do these ones where the top 4 can't qualify, he seems to be the one who wants to throw a spanner in my works. Yeah, he knows how to defend.
It does, mate, and I think we've sort of seen a few races this season, especially where you, Lightblade, him, and Burntfire have just been kicking each other's heads in for 20 minutes. It's been great. It's been great entertainment for us, mate. I've got to say that. Talking of that, then, so thinking back to the 12 races we've had, what's the one sort of battle that sticks in your mind? The one race that you've had to really work for, that you've come off and just literally gone, my God, what was that?
To be honest, everyone, but yeah,
you're gonna say
been
that, right?
Pretty crazy. I think a standout one for me, Monza last week, incredible. I don't know what it was. I managed to just on the brakes. I seemed to just be last, the late breakers. Luckily,
I don't know how you did that.
No, neither do I. Bit of luck, I think, but also Brands Indy, which might have even been the first round. Did a couple of good moves on Saxo into I think it's Saxo into Paddock Hill. That was always a good race. But yeah, all of them. Every week I look forward to it.
So which race has been the toughest for you then, in pursuit of your ultimate goal of champ?
Yeah.
Which one's made you work hardest? Because you've started from the back quite a lot.
Yeah, it's got to be Suzuka. That was because I always struggle there.
That.
Absolutely, I always do struggle there. It's pretty hard to overtake anyway, especially when people know where to defend. And then I think it was even on the last lap I was in third maybe, and I just went wide on the last corner, ended up about fifth. I thought that was going to really, because especially with Saxo, he's always at the front. I thought that might have really affected me, but luckily it was one of the drop scores. So got away lucky there, I think.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Last of our sent in questions then. Do you want Burntfire back next season? Because he says he can't race because of his shifts.
Do you want the honest answer?
Of course, mate. I always want honesty.
Tell him he's got to go to work and earn that money.
You've got, and then buy a Fanatec, mate, and then you can smash him up.
Like I say, the more the merrier. That's what I think. The more people there, the more people to battle. I don't even care. Winning's just a bit of a bonus. I mean, as long as I have a good battle, happy days, really.
Good stuff. Well, no doubt we've not seen the last of you for season 15, because you will more than likely be invited to the NGR race of winners, which should be having commentary from me and Dark Smoker again. So
last season was a bit eventful. Going completely blind. You don't know what tyres you've got. Nothing. So.
Well, we get a bit of a heads up sometimes because we obviously have to do some prep for what we do. But
do you accept bribes?
No, God no. We did, but even us last year, we got told like 2 hours before you knew. That's it.
Right, yeah. So
it's kept pretty close. Just for the benefit of anyone watching, the next generation race of winners is typically, is it 5 cars, 5 tracks?
Yeah, that's it. I think we got told cars. I don't think we got told. No, we might have got told the tracks, but we didn't know which one was on which. Didn't know what tyres because it wasn't just racing tyres. So I think one race even had comfort tyres.
We had minis with comforts on it. We had a Ferrari on like sports hards and stuff.
I think this season we'll probably have a couple of wet races as well, which is going to be
no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Might have been waiting to see if Laguna Seca's released in time, and hopefully have a race there as well.
That's it. I say the most important thing I found was just, I mean, it's quite easy to overdrive and go off. You're best off just making your way around, really. Follow the people in front of you and hope they slip up. Seems to work. Which
does often happen in these races. So keep your eyes out on the channel for that. Obviously, I've got a page on Facebook, so anything that comes out on that, just go and like CJW Racing on Facebook, and any updates, obviously give Next Gen Racing a like on Facebook as well. So if you want to give Fraser a run for his money, come and join the page on Facebook, get signed up to the events, and come and smash him up on circuit. But that has been it from me, so I'm going to draw the stream to a close here, ladies and gentlemen. That's the quite an emotional end, I guess, to the NGR season 50. It's always a bit sad when these seasons close off, because you sort of try and summarise everything.
I think I probably speak on behalf of everyone as well. Obviously, thank you to you, thank you to John for running it. wouldn't be here without everyone. So happy days. Hopefully we do it again.
We will. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll see you back next season as well, and for the race of winners in the meantime. But well done, Fraser, for the championship win. Thank you for joining us on chat as well. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, from me. I'll catch you all next time.